Okay, Saturday morning in the kingdom, and it's a beautiful morning out here. The sun is shining, clouds. It's just so nice. It's just calm, and they can hear the fans of WHO-ville Hospital. Can you hear that? Plus a few dogs howling in town. Yes, this morning we woke up to +9, but feels like +9. On the yo-yo scale, +48 Fahrenheit, but feels like +48 Fahrenheit. Yes, we have the 48 Chevy. Also, too, I made a mistake yesterday for the first time in my life. We had 9 vehicles up and running yesterday, unlike my father and his father before him. Yes, we forgot the green toy. Yes, so that's just unreal. Okay, everybody pat yourself on the back, just like the hydro company. Oh, we did good, yes. All right, so Johnny G went south yesterday. He delivered early into WHO-ville and then headed south in his car to pick up his wife. His poor little car gets 3,200 kilometers on a weekend excursion. Yes, excursion. Yes, but the only problem is the town of Grief Rapids changed their mind on how to say letting people come back to the community because they have hydropower, but they have nothing on the shelves and nobody has a fridge or freezer that works because it all spoiled. Yes, so I don't know what he's going to do with the wife and grandkids. Oh wait, put them in the trunk of the car, like how'd you say going to the drive-in back in the day. Yes, that way he can sneak his wife and grandkids into the community and nobody will know. Well, maybe it might be the fact that there's activity at his house plus the smell of good cooking. Yes, that makes a difference when people walk by and can smell the cooking. Yes, because Johnny G's wife is known for her cooking. All right, we're going to work on the 38 GMC today. Yes, I'm going to put my glasses on. So it's going to be a relaxing day. See, we're going to work on that. We got to get the wiring done while it's still warm. And we are enjoying hydropower and the house is warm. Yes, it's warm compared to when we were off-grid living. But you have to remember, even the TV for the cameras, everything puts off heat. And the hot water tank, everything puts off heat. So that's just unreal. So you notice a big difference going from off-grid living to hydropower. Just the warmth in the house. Big deal. It is a big deal. All right. Lots of confusion. Oh yes, and we can't forget WHO-ville. They're supposed to be coming back. Now it might be another week or so before they come back. There's great confusion on coming back and who can come back and who can't and all this crap. Unreal. So glad I live in the kingdom, in my own little, how to say, world. Yes, in my own little world. All right, let's scroll this way to see that sunshine. Oh, look at that. It's over here somewhere. We're going to get a glare on the screen. Oh, there it is somewhere. I can't see anything. My big head's in the road. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, you have talent. All right, relaxing day today. We got to get the yard organized, ready for winter, because that could come any day now. Yes, any day we could have snow, and then we'd be finding stuff. I don't know. It's kind of a waste of a summer, but we actually did a lot of things and got a lot of things completed under the stress, under the situation. Well, it's a lot better than sitting in a motel room down south. Well, how would you say, playing the Xbox and watching Netflix? Well, you better go. Here comes the boss, even on a Saturday. What an asshole.
Saturday morning in WHO-ville. It's just after 9 a.m. and as you can see, the sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky right now and the wind is starting to pick up. It's pretty nice out here right now and there's no bugs. Now let's head inside and let the dogs out. And my teeth are still pretty sore, so I'm not going to have breakfast today.
Okay, after morning coffee, and I put extra sugar in. Yes, it's going to be a nice day, but the wind's getting up, so that means the sandflies and the bugs aren't going to be around. Oh, look, there's the moon way up there. Yeah, I can see it. All right, over here, yes, the flags are a little tattered at this end. All right, so we got pumping the water, that fresh rainwater. Yes, the rainwater into the house using the short hose. Yes, we made that just before the evacuation or the fires arrived. Oh my, so pump some water up to the house, into the house, and then we can have bath and treat night tonight. Oh, I can taste that Mars bar right now.
11 a.m. and I was just folding laundry and I look over. Pretty sure that is a hydro helicopter flying around. Looked like he was gonna land there for a second and then he flew away. See if I can catch him again. He might be trying to land at the hydro building. That's not a very safe spot to land. You can see all the hydro lines around. You can even see the top of the hydro building there too. If anything was to happen, lost control or something, he would take out our hydro station and everything around it. About a block away is our local arena. There is a big open area over there with no hydro poles or nothing. He could have landed there and walked the 2 blocks over to the hydro building. At least he landed without crashing. That takes a lot of talent. The helicopter wasn't here very long. They landed, must have picked something up, maybe a tool or another person. Then they took off and started heading in that direction. You can kind of hear them still.
Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom and that sun is bright. Is that better? Oh, here we go. We're over here. When I was pumping water up to the house, or across to the house, I was here working on the table. We had one of these up here, so I could see the rainwater tote right there. So I kept an eye on it. That way I didn't overfill in the house, and it takes a while. So I oiled these down last night, and then we took one apart. You can see all the shelves over there, and we can see all the bracketry over here. Okay. So these things were taken apart, tossed outside, and then they were, how would you say, we acquired them. So they're pretty rusty. Somebody had unbolted them to, how would you say, get them out of the building. So, all right. So to get the bolts out, how would you say, the bastards did everything. The, square-headed, straight screwdriver and a square nut. How the hell do you get it? Like totally odds, eh? But then again, when they were assembled probably 70 years ago in the mine building, they never thought somebody would be taking them apart. So the best way to do it is we don't use much of these 3/8 air impact tools. So this is my dad's. So I went and got it. He was an avid user of Snap-on because he was a mechanic back in the day before he became an automotive instructor. And you had to have the best tools for everything. Now, when he passed away, he was shopping at Princess Auto because that's all he could afford. All right. So then to get the, how would you say, the nut, the socket to fit the nut, metric is your friend. Yes, metric 12-point. Hammer it on and it works. Yes, it works. All right, so that worked out good. And then we custom made a screwdriver, nice and flat at this end. Use the hacksaw to clean the slot. Yes, the slot. And then clamp it on there, push with your body, and hope for the best. And then we learned very quickly these ones down here are not worthy. Yes, they're not worthy of trying to get out because they're rusted. Especially this stupid kick plate here. It's just terrible. So we had to get the buffing wheel out, the flapper disc, and go after the head and get it done. And then if you can't vaporize the head, you get out the professional chop saw Pro Point cutting wheel. See, it says metal cutting wheel. These are the ones Johnny G got by mistake. We wanted the 1/4 inch and he got 1/8. He missed by that much, as Maxwell Smart would say. So then the, how would you say, the cutoff disc goes in and zip and it's over. All right, so that's all we're doing today on the shelves. This 1 hour spent learning how to take it apart, finding the tools. Now we can do a production run with the staff. Yes, but today we're going to do some wiring. Yes, electrical wiring. So that should be fun. All right, let's go burn some lunch on the stove at full power.
12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. Today I'll be having a canned ham sandwich. I'm not that hungry and my teeth are still pretty sore, so this is easy to eat. Now let's head inside and make lunch. It is pretty nice out here right now. It's supposed to be extra warm out there today. Almost 1 p.m. and I just got back from the store. They had a bunch of stuff on the shelf today. They didn't get any new milk, so this one here my dad will have to drink fast. Then I grabbed some hot dogs, potato salad, and a little treat for my dad. Now let's head over to the kingdom and drop all this off. Made it to the kingdom. Now I'll head down to the shop and grab my red paint, then go over to the Screaming Ford and repaint the King of Obsolete that is on both sides. Since I'm the one painting the tanks and all that other stuff, I might as well paint the Ford as well. Then tomorrow or the next day, I will climb up on top of the canopy shed. You can kind of see the writing from here, but I'll climb up there and paint that one red as well. Lots of air traffic today in WHO-ville. Another plane just took off. This one here is a smaller plane with wheels. I wonder who it could have been. Most likely lodges or hunters. Got my red paint. This is left over from the other day when I painted the rabbit tower. Now I'll head over to the Screaming Ford. My dad went to go find a small paintbrush for me because these ones here are a little too big for the small writing I have to do. Over at the Screaming Ford, now I can repaint these letters here. As you can see, we used that pink on here as well, so I'll repaint them nice and red. Then I can do the other side. Of course, the other side is in the sun, and that sun is warm. Almost done painting the one side of the Screaming Ford, and look what's flying over. A float plane. If my phone will focus in on it. I have one glove on, so it's kind of hard to record while painting. Pretty sure those are lodges and hunters right there. We are still evacuated, but they get to come and go as they please. Get to go fishing and hunting. Almost 2:30 and I just finished both sides of the Screaming Ford. These letters are pretty small, so I didn't do a very good job, but I tried my best. I am not a painter. Now I'll head back over to the shop and clean up and put everything away. Over at the new shop, and it looks like my dad is doing the wiring on the 38 here. Perfect time to do it because it's over the pit, so he can sit and do the wiring instead of having to crawl underneath the truck. And a colorblind guy is doing the wiring, so hopefully he doesn't mess up, but I will be checking all of his wires. I'm officially done in the kingdom, so I'll head back into WHO-ville and let the dogs out and then finish folding the last of my laundry. I did a million loads of laundry when the power came back on, but the house is finally back to normal.
Okay, 3 o'clock in the kingdom. We have 2 hours of wiring. Yes, wiring. We changed out the lights. We put the new ones in. The marker lights, everything's been changed out because we just put what we had in stock. We had to change out this license plate light because the ones I was using or grabbed are obsolete. Geez, I wonder how that happened. So we want something common. So if the cop pulls me over, I can go to the local Napa store, get that common grody license plate light, and then stop by the beer store on the way back to show the cop that I fixed it. All right, we tried these. I don't know why I bought them. I bought them a long time ago. So it's to go in there to protect the back of the light. But it's so tight in here, it folds the wires over. But I don't know what I was thinking. I was trying to better myself, but I wasted time because I didn't like it because it folded the wires over. All right, so we're doing the trader plug 2 here. And we're using the special non-insulated connectors, okay, because there's not enough room for them. That's marked to the bottom, so we have everything figured out. All right, let's walk down the stairs. I'll stop the filming because I don't want to, how would you say, film me falling down the stairs. Okay, we're down in the pit, and people ask us about this enclosed dry shaft. Yes, there's the enclosed dry shaft. Chevy was known for it. I think Ford kept the enclosed dry shaft right up into the 40s, because I remember Dad had to work on his 47 Monarch Coupe, which is the Canadian Mercury, and you had to pull the rear end out because of the steel tube went up to the transmission. I remember that. So you thought Caterpillar was hard to work on. Ford was worse. These aren't too bad to work on. Like, you can take your center shaft out, and then this here all comes apart. All right, but lots of grease. Oh, I went too fast. Even I'm dizzy. All right, so there we go. As you can see, all the new brake lines, the new stuff. Yes. All right. So finishing up where my dad started in 1977. Okay, I'll take my glasses off, and then we'll have to back up. I made a mistake again. All right, so there we go. I got my bionic glasses right here. I printed a bunch of these off. That's the cover of the electrical trader plug, and it tells me the wires and which way to go. Since I'm colorblind, we kind of have to follow suit when it's a trader, because if you, how do you say, plug it into somebody else's trader or whatever, it doesn't work. So we got that, and it's not too breezy under here. We'll put that so it doesn't blow away, because the shop floor is a little wet down here, which is not bad. All right, so over here, this is what we're doing. First thing you got to do is do your grounds. Grounds, 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 and grounds. Everywhere there's a ground, have a ground. There's a ground over here, and a ground over there. And that's the thing. So this is that wire we strung out in May, and we were going to wire this. But the thing is this stuff here, we had it all strung out, but we never finished it. All right, so the staff marked my wires here for me, so I know that that'll be trader brake and stuff like that. So we got to go through here. Yes, so this should work out. So I got my grounds, and then I got my backup lights, so the marker lights, yeah, the reverse lights, the big work lights there. So that'll work out good. So that's all we got to show for 2 hours work. But the main thing is we're having fun, and we couldn't do this till Sir Rodney sent us the pieces. You know, we needed those pieces, we needed the shrink tube, and I got smart and I brought the whole kit and caboodle of the joiners. Yes, because I was going to walk back and forth, and then these are the ones for the trailer plug. Yes, because they don't have the insulator. Pretty smart thinking. Well, it took us a while to learn. All right, let's go have a quick coffee or a beverage and get back at it. We got to get it done today. Okay, 5 o'clock in the kingdom, and we did it. Yes, we did it. Yes, I knew it would take all afternoon, and we got it. There, let the camera or me phone adjust. Okay, that's how you do it. All black wires, and you make it flow. It has to flow. Okay, so if I'm looking for a short, I know it's in these wires. And the thing is these wires being 14 gauge and 12 gauge, we have to use the blue, the white, no, yellow. It's yellow, the big connector. Shrink tube it and everything. So it's all done. Lots of grounds. Everything's nice here. This will be siliconed. All right, so over here, that turned out nice and easy to work on. Lots of extras. And we've hidden extra line here up in the cross member. Up there, we folded it or looped it around so we can pull it back, as if these wires get short for some reason. Yes, we're good to go. Very pleased, very pleased. All right, let's climb out. Yes, we won't record that. Okay, the wiring in the cap can be done in the shop. I would say on a rainy day or snowy day. So we're going to do a test here. Okay, this is how I'm doing it. So I'll call out the colors. We have dark gray, light gray, darker gray. Yeah, gray. That's white. That's the ground, we know. And there is a black in here. This is black. And that will be the power charging to the trailer. Because all my trailers at that time had power going back there to charge batteries for winches. Okay, so that's the extra cord. Okay, so in theory, it's got to go up in here into there, but we always make sure you have extra because you never have enough, just like in the bedroom. Okay, so over here, we have the Me Phone tripod stand sitting right there, and with shadows, we got the shadows. So this worked out good. There's your grounds. So if there's no lights on this side, check your ground, okay? And the tail license plate light turned out pretty good. That's the license plate off the head hanger, so we'll drive around in honor of it. Yeah, that's probably a $500 fine. Yeah, but it's on. Also, too, back in the day when we did lots of trailers, this is one of those tester things. It tells you where if the lights work or not. So that way you know if the plug is good or the trailer's bad or whatever. All right, let's get this show on the road so we can stop, how do you say, call it a day and drink some Kool-Aid. Okay, we'll test the wires. I don't know if you can hear me. If not, I'm waving. Okay, that's the marker lights, running lights. According to that, it's a medium gray. Okay, black one for trailer power to charge batteries and stuff. Medium gray for right turn. Light gray for left turn. Medium gray for trailer brakes. Medium gray for backup lights. Wow, that worked out pretty good. We got some nice light, even on the license plate. Excellent.
5:30 and I'm just getting ready to make supper. Not sure what I'll have tonight. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy since it's soft on my teeth. As you can see, it's starting to get pretty orange out here right now, and the leaves are falling off the trees. As you can see in front of the yard here, that means fall is coming. Now let's head inside and make supper and end my day.
Okay, we're done for the day. The trees are changing color down there, so that means winter's coming. Yeah, no shit. All right, we had a good day today hiding in the pit. The boss couldn't find me because I wasn't working down in there. He was looking everywhere. All right, so there we go. It's lots of planes today, so that means the lodge guests are getting flown out, and yet the people of WHO-ville and Grief Rapids can't return because of the refrigerator not working. Unreal. Oh well, we live in the kingdom. We took care of ourselves during the fire, the great evacuation, and the power outage. The kingdom is a different amenity, yes, than WHO-ville or any place else. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some Kool-Aid, make a video, and we'll talk to you later.